Hey! Oh yeah, that's right. Well, I can see the bottom of it. I have to remelt it. But I hope that your Saturday Catterday, since I have 4 cats, Catterday is going well. I'm going to be doing a reading, and then I'm going to do a fix-it, because apparently I'm really good at it. And I'm going to use Easy Cast and some gold spray paint. So this stuff really, it's exactly what it claims. It's very easy. You just mix the two equally, stir. Anyway, just have it. Okay. So here, I want you to take a ganza. When I have polka dots on, I'm very, very, very just, I love polka dots. So I did ritual last night with not on Sage Goddess, but with Sage Goddess on YouTube. I do the full moon and the new moon rituals. I do the high holidays with her on YouTube. I really enjoy her perspective and her take on things. I really don't, as much as I would love to go to local groups, I have a 16-and-a-half-year-old who doesn't even want to do what I do. So it would be like dragging an unwilling participant to an outing, and I'm like, I ain't about that right now. I ain't about that at all. So today we're actually going to go to a powwow this evening. I've never been. It is with the Puyallup tribe. They're having their powwow, and I want to go. I do believe it is open to the public, is what I saw. Which is amazing because, you know, I enjoy Native American culture. Really enjoy it. Okay, so now that this thing has been sparking. See, you can hear my kid in the background. He was so sweet. I told him I was going to be over here today, and then he got out of, you know, he left the living room so that I could do my thing. And I told him, I was like, I'll let you know. He decided to just, you know, go anyway. He's so sweet. He really is. He's a good kid. This is yarrow. If you're going to use any of these, talk to your herbalist or your doctor or your naturopath first. With yarrow, this is the method that I use. Because it's really good. But if you're allergic to it, you know, there might be issues. May not be the best fit for you. Definitely don't take it when you're pregnant or nursing. It's not one of those herbs. There's very, very few herbs that you can take when you're pregnant or nursing. But yarrow is like a multi-purpose healer. So another way I use it is topical, but at the same time, you really gotta. There's different ways that you can use it. Woo! Well, that was cute. What else do I want? Oh, yes. Not the string. Not the bag. So I'm going to be using these decks today. There you go. Because I want to get a little bit more ceremonial tobacco than that. Did I do sage yet? No, I did not. Where did I put it? I think I put it in my room. It's all good. I will be right back because I feel like I still need my sage. All right. Got it. Right there. Okay. I like doing this on camera because then I show you what herbs I put on, not just sage. And then you get a little bit of a, this is Palo Santo wood. You get a little bit of a lesson on it. It clears the third eye chakra. I also enjoy doing this so that you can enjoy the smoke, not just me. So go ahead and put any of your troubles into that smoke, into both of them. Now I can put the mugwort on. Mugwort is to bring in good energy, good spirits. Sage is to cleanse the negativity. Mugwort is to bring in the positivity. Motherwort is about mothering, about mother. It really, oh my God, that stuff is amazing. I've gone so far as to put motherwort in my salt bath because it's like a cleansing bath. I'll put pink Himalayan salt. I'll put in kaolin clay because I have some. I don't have much, and I don't really need much. Like, I don't need an actual mud bath. Like, I would love to have a mud bath. Don't get me wrong. But not in my tub. Too much mess. Lavender, rose petals, rose buds. I like a mixture of both because then I can take all of the herbs and just exfoliate my skin. What else do I put in my Epsom soaks? Epsom salt, because I mix the pink Himalayan salt and the Epsom salt. Put some baking soda in there because it'll just draw out impurities. It'll just draw out your toxins. Sage. I put sage in there. all the time. And the mugwort, the mugwort, I don't have much, but I don't need much. Like, there it is. I don't need much. So when it comes to mugwort, I found that you don't need to, like, just, yeah. So anyway, I'm drinking. Oh, I wanted to, this isn't sponsored, by the way, but I discovered that I need things that warm up my body, like cinnamon, cayenne, things of that nature. So again, talk with your doctor, talk with your herbalist, because this may not fit for everyone. This actually doesn't fit for everyone, but it's moringa with cinnamon. It also has tulsi leaves, lemongrass leaves, ginger root, and stevia. It's pretty bomb. On top of my collagen with the alfalfas and the greens. My collagen in there. That was really good. It's still really good. Go. Well, didn't get quite on the tab. Yeah, I found, this was actually given to me by a friend of mine, my bestie from high school, and I've used it. I've used it, but it broke, and so I've got the pieces, thank goodness, but it broke, and I'm like, cats, because I didn't toss it off the shelf. I have a cat that wants to get up on my shelf and eat my creeping Jew plant, and I'm constantly, stop it, get down, knock it off. And then my son reminds me with Garfield. Cats don't listen to you. They do whatever they want. Okay. Let's get this show on the road. I bought a new little basket to put all my cards in, so I don't have just one basket. It's like all, it's like sectioned into 3 sections. I like it. What else did I get? I also got, oh my God, I got the first 5 books of Harry Potter. I need to, like, start reading. And whoop whoop. And then I bought a Sodalite bracelet that I'm going to be splitting up and turning into pendant and earring sets. There's like 5 of them. I think I might just keep one. Well, I already have one because I have this one. But I'm really enjoying working with Sodalite because I have this one. This one was actually a necklace that I broke up. I still have the pendant, and I have enough to make a pair of earrings. So, what do you want? Partnerships and alliances. I just saw this whenever I was cutting the deck. Okay. What messages do you have for today? Highest good of all. Clear channel for spirit. There's something that I do a lot of, which is I tell myself today's going to be a good day and miracles are going to happen today. Not a miracle, but miracles. Because, when miracles happen, they usually, they can come in clusters. And if we really look at it, then it's like a bunch of smaller miracles to make one bigger miracle. Right? Okay. I'm going to start pushing these over. Ooh, stand your ground. I believe this is the 7 of Wands. Standing your ground. Throat chakra, which is interesting because that's what I've been working on. Fertility, spiritual strength, the universe, material harvest, and solitude. Damn, this is a good. It's good. It's good. Good. That's okay. It's the cover. I'm going to do 7 of Wands here. Hang on a second. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Here we are. 145. Couldn't find it for some reason. Today I've been not so much clumsy, and I've noticed it and I'm like, what is going on with me? It's like I have control of my limbs, but at the same time, I'm like knocking into things and I'm like, what the? Oh no. This card, go away. This card comes at a time when you're being tested and challenged. I've been feeling that. There may be fierce competition and potential rivals surrounding you in your personal or business life, but know that you have the strength and inner courage to stand your ground. No matter how hard or formidable things may appear, don't surrender or give up the control. Give me a minute. Control you have. Be brave and stay true to your core. Life values and belief system, which are your best allies, will help you move forward. It's important to remain clear and focused, for you may have to stand alone and defend your convictions to the end. Maintain your truth and stay strong so that you have an ample supply of energy to endure anything, as this could be a long and arduous yet ultimately hard-won victory. So it is very much 7 of Wands. The throat chakra. Working on your throat chakra. Speaking your truth. Even when other people are just trying to silence you, you're like, no, this is my truth. You can be quiet if you want. But don't deny me my truth. You don't know how I feel. You can't tell me how I feel and what I can and cannot say. In a loving way. We don't need to be assholes here. We don't need to be, it doesn't need to come from an egoic place. It can come from a loving place, from the heart chakra. I've been feeling a very, very divine truth lately. I've been feeling a divine truth lately where, ego and fear and all of that stuff, when people are acting from their ego, I still have love and compassion for them. you know, and I do it for myself too. I'm working on myself more, on giving it to myself more, because there are times where I'm just like, I beat myself up. It's a program that just needs to be upgraded, and it's being upgraded. There's so many things I want to do with this channel that are going to be done, but I have to give myself time. I have to give myself time to get there, and I can't. It's like I don't know why I keep wanting to rush. It's like a rush, and I'm like, I need to do it like now, and it's like, no, it'll all come in time, in its own time, because I can't. If I don't have the money for it, there's no way I'm going to be able to get the supplies, the equipment. Like today, I'm actually going to go out to Shipwreck Beads, get a new pendant. I know that I have already shown these ones. This is gold sandstone. I want to start on it. I love doing this stuff. Like this is fun. Like it's fun to do this. I mean, it's begging to be decorated. Like, come on now. She's like, come on, don't you want to make me pretty? You are gorgeous as you are. But I feel like with some other, it's like accessories, you know, just accessorizing. And then there's this one. God, this one is an agate. And it is very, very opaque. Like you can see through it. You can see the light through that. See? How opaque it is. It's gorgeous. Anyway, I have to go and get a new piece of black onyx, and this is what it looks like before it's been ground down and carved. So it's like maybe I don't have to, ground down so much. Anyway, so throat chakra. Getting back to this. What is it that you need to say, even if it's to yourself, even if you're going to talk to yourself in the mirror? I'm not opposed to that. I actually, that's not a sign of being crazy. That's actually a sign of, good mental health, because you're talking to yourself as opposed to sticking outside of yourself, It's still on. It's still on. When was the last time that you lovingly talked to yourself in the mirror? As you would like a beloved friend, depending on how you were raised. It really does depend, because not everybody's story is the same. We all have different stories. We all have different, I wouldn't say, well, yeah, stories. We all have different ways in which we grew up. But what is the most relevant thing that you need to say to yourself, that your soul is wanting to say to you? If you're interested in that meditation that I did last night, I didn't create it. It's on Sage Goddess on YouTube, because last night was the new moon in Virgo. And it was just a very short It was not even, I don't even think it was like an hour long, but it was a very interesting and just dynamic meditation about looking under your own hood, looking within and finding what you need to release, what needs to leave, what needs to go. But she's on YouTube. I go to the new moon and the full moon meditations, rituals. I've been doing it now. This is, I think, my second year of going. And Soul Shift is, I'm going to get back into Soul Shift this month. Nines. I see that. But it was a really great meditation. And yeah, you can still do it. I can tell you that. It's 24 hours after, you know, when the ritual is held, you can do the ritual like 24 hours, within 24 hours. So keep that in mind. But she's really good. So I've never made a meditation before. I really wouldn't even know where to start. I really wouldn't even know where to start. But at the same time, it's like, I think, you know, I think that I would enjoy doing that. Like, you know, having a meditation online. Okay. Where's that collagen? Yeah. Throat chakra. Remember that your throat chakra is connected to your thyroid, because your thyroid gland is right here. These are your lymph nodes. These need to be drained as well. And they drain, but you can help it along by just gently, not being rough on yourself, just gently massaging. I have one of those jade rollers. So I'll sit there and I'll just be like, oh yeah, this is the thing. This is the thing. I also use it in my SMR. Hey, it's better than a foam roller. Sometimes the foam roller, the soft foam roller that I have, sometimes that thing freaking hurts. So I'll use my jade roller and I'm like, oh yeah, this is much better. Now I can get it. Now I can do my workout. Gonna do the yoga today. Yeah. It's time to have that heart-to-heart conversation with yourself in the mirror. It's time to have that heart-to-heart conversation with yourself in the mirror. And make sure it comes from source and not the ego. And you can usually tell. Whenever it's coming from ego. So make sure that it's from the source within you, divine source within you, connected to your heart chakra. You know, make sure that it's messages that are from universal love and not an egoic place. At least I know when I'm talking, you know, I'm trying to like self-sabotage. I know when I'm self-sabotaging. I do. Okay. Because I could stare at this card all day and just give you all the things and it would just keep going. 5 for new beginnings. I don't ever think of 5s as bad. Not new beginnings, sorry. Don't know why I said that. 5 is for change. 5 is for change. Positive change. Then there's fertility. 3 for catalyzation. This is not just about pregnancy. This is about new ideas. This is about creating your own, you know, being creative. I ran into someone the other day who told me that I inspired her to just like do the things that she wanted, like her artsy, her artistic endeavors. And I'm like, good, that's my job is I want you to do that. I want you to, be able to do that. Be creative. Use your gifts. Use your gifts. Your divine gifts, which is what I'm doing. Spiritual growth or spiritual strength. Well, spiritual growth in there too. Looking into other modalities of spirituality. A couple of years ago, I was spiritually bypassing or gaslighting myself. And then I realized, I'm like, huh? What am I doing? So I got back on track. And, I have to find that balance between, unconditional love and compassion and, but these are my boundaries. Normally, whenever someone goes over a boundary, I'm very, very, I'm very calm about it. And I will do the best of, do my best to not be just coming from ego, I remember telling my counselor one time, I'm like, I'm just trying not to be such a bitch. And that's really, what it was I'm like, I want to learn how to meditate, but I don't feel like, and this is years ago. I don't feel like I can get there. I feel like I'm doing it wrong. He's like, well, there's no wrong way. Just focus on your breath. And whenever he said that, I'm like, okay, I can do that. And then once I was afraid that I was going to have a flashback that I wasn't ready for. And I found that that doesn't really happen unless I'm really ready for it. So your body, I've learned through the trauma, that your body, your brain will only give you what you're ready for. It'll give it to you in little spurts when you're ready for it. And then you can process it. And as long as you have the correct tools in order to process it in a healthy way, I listened to the Adult Chair podcast by Michelle Chalfant. She is amazing. She helped me in listening to that podcast. She really helped me to my kid. She really helped me to love all my parts, because that's one of her podcasts, is how to love all your parts. So, but spiritual strength. Are you questioning it because it's something that you're not used to, or are you questioning it because it doesn't resonate? He loves Loki. He absolutely adores him. And he loves Laura Croft too. Getting back to this. Thanks for the intermission, kid. So spiritual strength. Are you throwing in the towel because it's too hard, or are you throwing in the towel because it's like, this isn't for me? But once you become woke, it really is true. You don't go back. You're like, why would I want to go back to that? Mm-mm. I am so glad I am not the same person that I was 6, 7, a decade ago. So glad. Like, huge weight off my shoulders because there's a lot of things that I don't resonate with her. I still love that person. I still love her, but I just don't. There's things that I'm like, yeah, that thinking was so outdated and that was taught and that was the environment that I was raised in and that has nothing to do with me and it has nothing, and I remember, like little things like questioning and being punished for questioning. And I'm like, but I should question you because that doesn't seem right. I remember getting yelled at because I read a traffic sign out loud. That one was fun. That one was really fun. I was kind of raised, actually not kind of, I was raised, do as I say, not as I do. I know a lot of people can relate with that. And it's just a program that's been passed down. And it's not even mine. Like, it's not even like the really, really weird thing. I wouldn't even say weird. It's more of the really, really interesting thing that I would say is that they were adopted energies. And, my mother was adopted as a child, the the abuse occurred with someone, from someone, not with someone, but from someone who, he was not my biological father. But, like that, it was like an adopted practice, if you will. I've been seeing doves a lot. Take a notice at what signs that you've been seeing. Like what, if you've been seeing the same animal for a while, or if you've been seeing the same number for a while, there is some truth in numerology. I got to tell you that, because especially like the Fibonacci series, that's all sacred geometry. That's why Doctor Strange is one of my favorite movies from the Marvel Universe, because of all the sacred geometry. All the sacred geometry. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, I love that movie. This one's the universe. The universe will always have your back, no matter what, no matter where you're at, no matter where you think you should be. Just enjoy where you're at right now, because there's going to be that day where you're wishing for that, the moment that you're in right now. So, but I have to finish a little bit from this. With the sacred geometry and the numerology, there are some good sites online. Angel Numbers is really good for the numerology. Sacred geometry, there really is some. I mean, if you've seen different succulent plants that have that sacred geometry, that's like so amazing. So amazing. I have a couple of succulent plants. They're really cute. They're in these little wooden clogs, like Danish clogs. So they're painted blue. So anyway, back to the universe. changing your frequency, changing your thinking is what creates your best life. So if you just think about living your best life, because what you put out is what you get back. So if you want to just sit there and have your best life, if you want to have your best life to begin with, changing your thinking, and you're like, yeah, but it's no, it's not hard. It really isn't. It really is not. It really is not. I've been changing my diet. Oh my God, I went to it's a new restaurant, it's a cafe really. It's called Parkside Cafe. Everything is plant-based. Everything is plant-based. They have a rooftop like dining area that has umbrellas and everything like that. They compost. They compost. They have reusable silverware. Oh my God, it's so inexpensive. I had quinoa salad and a chickpea wrap and some veggies, and then what they do is I'm like, oh my God, I'm so glad you guys are using that. They have a dumbwaiter. So they put the food in the dumbwaiter, and then, the food goes up to the top, and then it's like 4 flights. It's a workout. But it's well worth it. And I just decided to, treat myself yesterday. And so that's what I did. I hadn't been there at all. And it's all plant-based, organic, and they have the allergies posted, and it's fairly inexpensive. It was really great. Oh, this one's Solitude. Remember how I said 9s? There's also this 9 and this 9. I know I haven't gotten here yet, but we got 3 9s, 2 3s, 21. And then we also have 2 5s with that 3, because 2 and 3, and then 5. And there's 1 7. 7 is about spirituality, spiritual journey. Spiritual journey. Okay. Anyway, taken some time out. I know I haven't been on for a couple of days, and I'm not angry about it, because I'm listening to my body. I'm listening to my soul. I know that, it's going to take time. All good things take time. All good things take time. So don't rush it. It's not a race. It's a marathon. But it's okay to be in solitude. It's like you need to enjoy your own company. Enjoy your own company. Even if we don't go to the powwow today, which I would still love to. I don't quite know if we're going to make it up there, because then I'd have to drive back at night, and I'm like, it's the traffic that yeah. There are closer tribes to me, but I don't believe that they are having, not yet, at least. I can check. Because Tacoma is like about 35, 45 minutes away, give or take. But solitude. I want my kiddo to experience, different cultures. That was the one thing that I enjoyed whenever I was growing up, was that I went to art exhibits and art museums and different places, and I got to enjoy that. I made the most of that. But I love the colors in this card. I love the sunset because it's twilight. She's like, I'm alone, reading my book, gaining my knowledge. Doing my thing. Take some time out. I definitely am going to be getting a massage, even if it's like a half an hour. I don't freaking care. Just give me a massage. I'm going to be doing a massage. I'm going to be getting some equipment this month. I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of stuff. All right. I'm going to ask for advice for today. Advice for today. Bless me. Had my cereal this morning. It was cinnamon. Cinnamon helps with a lot. It's not just a spice. There are medicinal properties in cinnamon. One reason why I put pumpkin spice in everything. I don't have to wait for fall. I put pumpkin spice in everything. I'll put it in my smoothie. I'll put it in my coffee. 2 of earth and 2 of water. So this is the advice, huh? All right. I'll take it. 2 of water. Too much going on at once. The need to make a decision. Consider a more playful approach. When was the last time you flirted with yourself in the mirror? I look at myself in the mirror and I'll be like, damn, I look good. I do. I talk to myself that way. Damn, girl. Woo! I do. Usually this is like 2 of coins, and so it's like a juggling act. But, you know, what I also focus on in that card is the infinity symbol. I focus on that too. 2 of water, a relationship that continues to grow closer, forgiveness, a positive resolution of a conflict. Okay, thank you. Oh, wait. And the bottom of the deck is 9 of earth. Being single. Enjoying life's little luxuries. Spending quiet time alone. Successful self-employment. Yes, I do dance. I do. All right, I'm going to take 1 card out of the Lover's Oracle. Remember, I can't look at these because they're like front and back. I kind of like that though. That way I don't, you know, I'm not focusing on the art. I'm not focusing on the cards. I'm focusing on, you know, shuffling. Oh, I love that one. Each of us is an angel with only one wing. We can only fly by embracing one another. And then why are the phrases goodbye, I'm sorry, and I love you so hard, so easy to pronounce, but yet so hard to say? Ooh. It was a fumble. A fumble. Oh, and there are no reversals in this deck. This card just wants to come out. There are no reversals in this deck. What additional messages do you have for today, please? Thank you. Within you, I lose myself. Without you, I find myself. Then I strive to be lost again. Okay. I think I want to clarify that. It's a pretty deep message, especially if you're looking at it from, you know, the self. Some people will die for love, while others will die because they have lost it. But then you have to realize that love always comes again. Love is never ending. Love is never ending. It's like the infinity symbol. Anyway. Your readings, or that's your reading for today. I am going to do another stream in a few minutes. I need to get situated here. Need to get situated. I'm going to be, actually, I'm going to go and get that that pendant that I need to get so that I can start carving. All right, see ya. Have a good day.